direct-to-patient logistics services centers the supply chain around the patient's home. So that's the focal point. What we typically do is deliver drug to the patient, and we pick up specimens and return those to the testing laboratory. We also manage the supply chains involving packaging, temperature control, the monitoring, and the monitor results to ensure that everything was shipped according to temperature. And we work with a variety of industries and sectors, so from the pharmaceutical and biotech, large and small, home healthcare, nursing services, central laboratories, CROs, packaging companies. We are experiencing true demand in both activity and interest. It's something where often our customers want a customized solution. They want to understand what their options are. They're learning, as we are in many cases. We are serving over 30 countries at this point. We've had a lot of success, but we're also continuously working to improve the service. For patients, it really is opening up a lot of options that might not otherwise exist. This allows a lot of the recruitment numbers to go up and the pools to be expanded for potential patients. It also allows patients to have, frankly, a better experience being treated from home and not having to travel to investigator sites. So for us, I think it's a natural extension of our service, and we're able to really reach patients more directly in this model. We have experience in a lot of countries at this point. We do need to check on any particulars if we're being asked to transport temperature-controlled drug in particular. There are definitely requirements around clinical trial setup, for example. In a lot of cases, the Ministry of Health will need to know if direct-to-patient is involved, but that doesn't really impact us as a logistics provider. So we try to guide our customers and allow them to make the decision to include that into their protocols as needed. But I think the key for us is really to ensure that we take all of the logistics precautions that we normally would when shipping temperature-controlled drug. We have the added information of having the patient details. I think that's something that we will need to continuously protect and aid our customers in any processes where they need to blind that information. We've learned a lot, for sure. I think over time we'll continue to learn more and more, and I suspect that the challenges from our customers will continue with new demands for additional services. I think the main thing at this point that I can say we've learned is from the setup of a project. It needs to be vetted from the beginning to make sure that we're following all in-country requirements, that our offices and our drivers and everybody that's interfacing with our customers and anybody in the supply chain understands not only our roles and responsibilities, but those of everybody else. So we're meeting nurses in patient homes, and we're often on a very tight timeline, and so that needs to be handled with precision. We have a lot of communication that goes into this, a lot of contingencies and escalation that we need to consider. But this is something that if we tackle it right and set up, it's really going to pave the way for a much better and smoother project. I think the other thing that I would say we continuously need to consider are improvements to our processes internally, but also taking some of the consistent requests that we have from customers and sort of figuring out ways to implement them across the board if that improves the service. I think our drivers are key in all of this. I think that is probably the area where our training needs to be focused and continuously improved. We ask a lot, and there are definitely very specific instructions on every shipment. So it's important that we do not only the first 9 steps right, but also get that 10th step perfectly correct. We're excited about Cubic CT, which is an innovation that one of our sister companies, ASD Healthcare, now Cubic Solutions, has put forth to the market in commercial drug space. And we're really taking Cubic CT and looking to apply this to clinical trials. The advantages are really that the refrigerator allows drug to be stored in patients' homes and continuously monitored, which really improves, I think, a lot of the way that drug is managed today. It's close to the patient. If nurses visit the home, they're able to access the drug. We can control that access as well. And working with MRN and having them in the home and World Courier drivers meeting MRN at homes for pickups of specimens and delivery of medications. This is something that really it allows us to complement each other quite well and also offer a great variety of services that support the patient centricity. We need to continue to work hard. I think overall our offices have done a tremendous job. The processes are very robust and challenging. We need to continuously tweak those. The other thing that we need to be mindful of is the regulatory landscape, which will continue to evolve. GDPR is coming in next year. We're already actively preparing for that. I think this is a great opportunity for World Courier to expand the access to medications for patients.